Welcome. Welcome everybody to the Bitlantis News. I'm your host Kahzi, and I'm here to tell you all the constant drama that revolves around the Bitlantis SMP. Today we have an action-packed episode that consists of many new updates and stories to tell. First up, the Bitlantis news station is now up in the shopping district, where you can purchase an advertisement to put onto news episodes like this one. But aside from that, there have also been many new shops being created at Spawn, such as Nexus's Flower Shop, Kahzi's Tavern, Slender's Bookstore, and lastly, Bones & Noble. Each store is very unique with many neat items to buy, but two of these stores have had a rivalry since the beginning of the SMP. Both stores are selling the same items. It goes down to which one is more favorable and better. While propaganda posters have been posted on each of the stores, that has resulted in more shenanigans occurring between the two. Skelly, the owner of Bones & Noble, has been accused of becoming the devil's advocate, which I don't even know what the heck that means, yet Slender has been wanted due to tax evasion. But honestly, I don't see anything wrong with it. Just don't tell the feds and you'll be fine. FBI, open! The stores Bones & Noble and Slender's Bookstore have been in competition to put each other out of business. The real question is, who will win? Today we have a guest on the show, Slender Blender, the owner of Slender's Bookstore, to give us some information and insight about what's been happening between the two. Can everyone welcome Slender Blender onto the stage? Blender, how are you doing today?
Good. It's been going great.
Okay, be quiet. Rumor has it you committed tax evasion. Tell us more about that.
Well, I'm not really sure where or how these rumors began in the first place, but I can reassure the public that I certainly do pay my taxes. I've always made vast sums of money from my business, and the best I can do to repay that kindness is to support the server through these monthly payments. I'm more than willing to give my share.
Very interesting. Does this affect your sales in the Slender's Bookstore?
It does take away a small percentage of what I earn, like I said. I am more than happy to give my part. As for the rumors, I don't see how these will affect me. I mean, who could resist the best prices on the market?
How much profit have you really made from the shop?
As of now, I've made at least 44 blocks of diamonds, which is at least 396 diamonds.
You got it from tax evading.
What?
Anyway, what season do you believe was the most successful for Slender Blender's Bookstore, and why?
I really think Season 3 of the Bitlantis SMP was when Blender's Bookstore really shined. I think that its introduction in Season 2 really gave it a good reputation, and with how fast I managed to get it established in the third season, it went to really show how much players really needed a shop like Blender's Bookstore. I often would get pings on the Discord telling me to restock, as it would always get sold out, and seeing how it was right next to the spawn portal, I think that really contributed to its massive success.
I don't know if you've been asked this question before, but what are your opinions on Bones & Noble, and do you see anything happening to it in the future?
If you want me to be honest, Kahzi, I see no future for Bones & Noble. It feels like an off-brand Barnes & Noble. With what has been going on, I think I can easily put him out of business. I just can't stand to see or hear Bones & Noble one more time.
Great thing you said that, because that brings us to today's sponsor, Bones & Noble.
Wait, what?
Bones & Noble is the best place to buy your enchantment needs. Just look at this poor guy griefing the town with a normal pick. He could definitely do it better and faster with a maxed out enchanted pickaxe that you can get at Bones & Noble's for as cheap as 3 diamonds a book. Hurry and shop now for the coolest and cheapest books on the market. If you have any questions, please DM Skeleton625. Again, Skeleton625. And back with the news. Thanks, Kahzi, for that amazing advertisement. On the SMP, more bizarre content has been revealed. Starting early in the week, there is a hidden NPC that you may have not discovered who can be found high upstairs in the castle at spawn, which he will give you the White Beater stick with knockback 5 if you offer him a milk bucket. It's supposed to be a reference to the Grandpa's walking stick from last season of the SMP, but I prefer this season's reference because it's more relatable. On the other hand, each day the Kingdom at Spawn is getting fixed, yet this week's side task included Charlotte requiring scaffolding, lanterns, and stone brick to repair the walls. Furthermore, the lumber axe was awarded to the top 3 donors in each category. This netherite axe has the enchantments of efficiency 7 to mine trees and logs faster and easier. Another discovery has been found within the overworld. It isn't like your average pillager outpost. Explorers Ender, Kahzi, and Bella went searching and found a pillager village that has many new artifacts and books to find. You can find them in snowy mountain biomes, and you can also find some lore within the pillagers if you look close enough. Another new item was discovered by the community of the SMP. It is the Tidebreaker, a very rare trident that you can get by killing Elder Guardians. The reason this trident is so special is because it has Riptide 5, which allows you to fly in the air very high while being in water. I highly suggest you find one yourself. It is basically a more balanced wind staff from last season.
Breaking news! Dungeons were just released and we have so much information to tell. After it was posted on the Adventurers Guild board, many players swarmed to the lost ship so they can claim its riches. Many reports of the Skeletal Captain dropped some forbidden fruit that was teased in the Bitlantis trailer. We believe the Skeletal Captain respawns every 10 minutes for everyone to get a share of the loot. Hurry and defeat the lost ship for exclusive, very exclusive loot. We don't know why the ship is lost, but we still hope to unveil the secrets soon.
Another story kicks off. Bitzel unexpectedly streamed with Illusion on the SMP later in the week, surprising many Bitlantis members. The server began to lag as normal while streaming, and more people began to join. The only problem was, he wasn't prepared for what was about to happen. Earlier in the stream, he made a fatal mistake of revealing his coordinates on stream, which just drew more and more people to him. Slee and A Spacey were first, followed by Warton and Slender. Bitzel and Drill began to attract a great amount of people to his base. This was the start of chaos and violence. People began gifting overpowered loot and irritating Bitzel, making the game less enjoyable and intriguing for him and Drill. Bitzel was then killed by Warton using so-called witchcraft not long after. Bitzel was then greeted by a netherite hut when he returned to the base, but there was a bounty on Bitzel lurking beneath the mayhem. Someone in his stream named I Am Blur requested that if Bitzel was assassinated, he would offer the killer a free Twitch subscription. Sprilla accepted the challenge and set off to find Bitzel. When she found him, she began to brutally attack him, resulting in more fatalities. Bitzel was assassinated. Can we please have a moment of silence for Bitzel? Psych! Nobody got time for that. When Bitzel was killed yet again, he started to get furious and tried TPing people away from his base. The only problem was, he was not opt because of unclarified reasons. He was annoyed and couldn't even op himself on the console. When the other SMP staff saw what was happening, they began helping out Bitzel with his paparazzi issues. Soon, less and less people began showing up and the peace was returned. This is a very good, valuable lesson to learn. Don't leak your coordinates and buy a better membership for your server, dang it. The lag is atrocious. During this week of the SMP, a successful business known as Kahzi's Kitchen is getting countersued for corporate monopolization and safety. On the evening of Tuesday, July 7th, the executive of Animal Production Services, John Reck, inventor of Reck, committed theft and robbery to the store, Kahzi's Kitchen, for reasons of public safety and lowering the prices. Once the owner Kahzi realized, he was soon given a ransom note from John Reck, which states,
"It is evident that the pork chops at Kahzi's Kitchen are severely overpriced. Please lower the price to $1 per stack, and I will fully repay what I have stolen. And keep the price of the pork that way. Sincerely, John Reck."
Later, Kahzi was notified that Reck burned all the pork chops from the store. After a negotiation, Kahzi offered 50% off what he stole if he were to repay and was able to keep the prices the same. Reck declined immediately after and pushed further to get a warrant to view where the pork was made. But before you knew it, there was an investigation on the Kahzi Kitchen production factory by the Animal Production Services itself. When the executive Reck looked at the farm, it seemed the investigation was successful and Kahzi's Kitchen farm was back to producing pork. And Kahzi got his pork repaid by the authorities. Such a happy ending. More news about exploits being broken has happened. Last video I told you guys about the lapis method being abused by the Bitlantis community, but this week, a very active Discord moderator known as Underswag357 used the clay method to collect diamonds. The clay method is a strategy used to mine diamonds using clay patches and swamps. However, before the SMP, the staff informed the community that the clay method is bannable. So when Ender began using the clay method to mine diamonds, the SMP staff took action by snatching all of Ender's 57 diamond blocks as a consequence instead of getting banned. But around midnight, the SMP staff consulted about the situation and changed their opinions on the punishment. Within the hour, Enderswag357 was banned for 3 days on the SMP. While some people are conflicted with the decision, his ban will stay for the remaining days. I already miss him. That is all for today. Thank you guys for hitting 30 subscribers. If you don't know already, we have an inbox where you guys can tell us the most important drama on the Bitlantis SMP. You can find it in SMP genre word is pinned. I really appreciate all of you, and I'm so glad to inform you on all the best news. Good ciao!